All right, now, everybody know this guy. If you don't know this guy, you don't know who you are. This here is the youngest of the Thomas family. He goes by the name of Robert. I ain't gonna throw your middle name out there. Never mind, I'm gonna do it for the culture. Hakeem Thomas, aka Rob Money, aka, we ain't even gonna go through all his alias names, but this here is my brother Robert. It's only right that I do a family edition of Inspire to Cultivate. If you don't understand what Inspire to Cultivate is, it's pretty much just us having a informal conversation about success, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, whatever it may be as you matriculate to life, through life, and ascend to the next level of whatever you're actually doing as you stay connected to your dreams and goals. Without further ado, Robert, brother, you see I had to put the headband on too as well.
I see, right?
Brother, we both grew up in the same household. We both have the same story as it relates to, you know, dad being murdered. For me, when I was in sixth grade, 12 years old, I think you at the time was maybe 6. I think you were around 6 or 7 when it happened. And we both came out, and the family came out different ways as different dynamics began to unfold for our family as, you know, we matriculate through life. Having exposure to college, having exposure to extracurricular activities in Youngstown, different things of that nature shaped us and what we actually wanted to do in life. But I guess I'll start the conversation off by asking specifically, what does success mean to you?
I appreciate that introduction, brother. That's a good introduction. But most people make success something bigger than what it is. They're like, oh yeah, you got to have a big house or a big car, or have a lot of money, or go on a lot of vacations and all that. But success to me means it's just obtaining a goal you set for yourself.
That's simple.
It's that simple. Most people be like, it's simple. You set a goal, that's what success is.
Absolutely.
You keep on setting goals and keep on knocking them out the book and accomplishing them. To me, that's what success means.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I kind of want you to expand on it as you begin to articulate specifically what success means for you, and as you begin to give your examples of success. I guess the better question right now is, how do you feel right now as it relates to success? Because like you said, staying connected to your dreams and goals and having those small victories allows you to have success at a micro level or whatever it may be. It could be a small goal, something that's attainable, or when you go to set those goals. But overall, like you said, a goal is the essence of success. And once you reach that, you have a sense of fulfillment, different things of that nature. But I guess I'll ask you to expand on that later on. But specifically, you know, go ahead and dive into your 10 rules for success.
Yeah, my number one was leading to it. It was having a plan.
Oh, okay.
So that was like how I was gonna go into it. So to me, like if you don't have a plan, how can you be successful?
Good point. That's a great point. Great point. And great segue into that too as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But most people don't have a plan. Mm-hmm. But
no, that's a good point. A lot of people don't have plans. And like specifically for me, what comes to mind when you said plan is when I first moved to Atlanta. You was like, look, Manny, I know you got some extra money. I'm not sure why you ain't investing. I'm not sure what you're doing with your money. You don't have no plan for your money. And I know you laughing, but I remember specifically, you know, you and Lena was chilling and you was like, man, come here, Manny. And then you showed me your Fundrise account. And speaking of Fundrise, I actually want to show that as well if you don't mind. But matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and do it.
Oh, yeah,
And, and, and what I'm saying is, you told me, Manny, I'm not sure why you're not investing your money in different things of that nature. So it made me want to actually go and start looking at different ways to invest my money. Can you actually see my screen?
Yes, I can see it, brother.
Yeah, so specifically, as you can see, since you made me start this account back in September 2019, the account has always, I would say we always had some type of appreciation with the properties. Now,
Mm-hmm.
specifically, this is not for Nadia and I. This is for Pharaoh, and this all became part of our plan, like you said, because you specifically told me, man, you need to start this Fundrise account. Take $500, start the account, get going. And as you can see, we started off initially contributing maybe $50 a month, and then once the pandemic kind of came around, we kind of changed our goal and different things of that nature. So by 2035, we want to put at least 60K into this account for Pharaoh, you know what I mean? And then as of right now, today, the portfolio is what, 40% debt, 60% equity, and it has 92 properties inside of it. So specifically, I just want to say thank you for even holding me accountable when it comes to
No problem, man.
the plan, man, because it changed my whole dynamics. You know, not only that, you told me to start doing Robinhood. Maurice, I mean, you ain't say Maurice, but you said, Manny, I want you to start thinking about, add to that plan. And specifically, I want you to think about stocks. And I was like, man, stop playing with me, man. Then again, you showed me your stock portfolio. I should bring up my Robinhood, but I don't want to take too much time from you. But I'll just say that, like you said, having a plan, that plan specifically as it relates to financial literacy for me, it changed my mindset, and I had that transformational mindset having a conversation with you, especially when it comes to the podcast, money from the money from the couch podcast, and you putting those little small seeds in my head, like, man, you wasting money, but different things of that nature. But yeah, back to you said, number one, having a plan. Sorry for taking that time, but
Oh, nah, you good, brother.
brother, kind of.
You good. So like, well, what I do when I come up with a plan, I do like 2 to 3 months. I reevaluate it. I look at it to see, all right, what else do I need to do, or am I doing everything right, or is it an area I can improve on?
Absolutely.
To hit those monthly goals for me.
Absolutely.
And then if I don't, I reevaluate and say, okay, I need to go back and switch this around or look at some more information. Well, I'm talking about Robinhood and cryptocurrencies now, like both of them together.
Yeah.
So like I have to go look at the market and everything, like, okay, switch this one up, don't buy this one, things of that nature.
Absolutely. And this specifically still aligns with number one, which is your plan, right?
Right.
And then what you do is, it sounds like what you do is every certain amount, certain intervals, you actually look at certain milestones. If you haven't hit that milestone, you make that small adjustment or that tweak to actually go back and say, oh, you know what, I need to change this and reevaluate whatever, you wrote down, whatever it may be. But that cryptocurrency, I know I'm ignorant to that, man. You be like, hey, man, send me 200. I'm like, look, man, here go 200. I don't want to do it myself because I don't know it. I don't like, one thing you said when we first started this, you said invest in things that make sense to me. And I don't know if you remember when I first started buying stocks in Robinhood, I think the first 3 stocks I bought, I think I bought like marijuana stocks because people said I was the hot thing and all that kind of stuff, man. And I quickly realized, like, this ain't for me. So I started, like you said, I started pivoting and doing research, like looking into more, understanding exactly what it did. And I became a dividend investor.
With the divvies. Yeah.
Absolutely. Sure. So when I started seeing that payout frequently from the companies, I was like, ooh. But then what happened with me is when I filed my taxes, brother, I ain't had no plan. I was like, whoa, you already told me I have to pay taxes on this stuff, man. So that changed my whole plan from investing. So what I did was early in the year, I took all my money out of stocks and I I look for something more less riskier, I would say.
That
And
makes
not only
sense.
that, it gives me a better return on my money, which is mortgage notes. So currently, we are working collectively, Nadia and I, and a few other individuals and yourself when it comes to the TIG, which is the Thomas Investment Group. We're putting together a group, raising capital so we can start buying notes and take out the middleman, where we can just start buying notes and specifically distributing those notes to individuals who are looking to have more secure profit or return on their investments backed by real estate. So we'll explain that later on. But that plan, like I said, it goes back to what you were saying beginning in this conversation. Having a plan is mission critical in any endeavor that you're doing, especially when it comes to finances, like you said. So good call out. Good call out. I'm sorry for taking
No,
the
you're
time
fine,
to
brother.
hit home though. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. I
You're
just want
fine,
to make
brother.
sure I give you your props, man, because a lot of people don't understand that my younger brother put me on. Like, I've heard it from several people, but my brother actually showed me the plan and gave me a system. He didn't just say go do it. He actually gave me a system, gave me books, gave me stuff to read. Right now, I'm on this current book, Invest in Debt. You know what I mean? So different things of that nature. But go ahead, brother. What's number 2?
Number 2 is be passionate.
Passionate.
You gotta have passion in what you do.
Got it.
And my passion it started with AmeriCorps.
AmeriCorps, tell me more.
So in like 2013, maybe 2012, 2013, I had to take a year off from college. And I was like, man, what can I do? What can I do? So I went to AmeriCorps.gov and looked it up. And it was a mentoring program in the Dayton area that's helping kids through learning and tutoring. Boom. Once I got into that, my mind, it's different, because like I wasn't like big on communicating with a lot of people.
Absolutely.
If I didn't know you, I didn't care to get to know you.
Great points. That's a great point.
And that made me exposed to that environment of being around different mentors, the kids' parents, and other people that were in the program. It's just like, okay, you gotta scratch that. You gotta learn how to communicate. You gotta learn how to be a people person.
Absolutely.
And with that, it just clicked. It clicked in my head, like, all right. So I've been missing out on meaningful relationships with people that can help me in different walks of life that I didn't know that was available to me.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Great call outs. Great call outs. And I would just say this. When I had a one-on-one with Darrell in his interview, we pointed that out as we matriculated through life, especially being from Youngstown, we didn't value relationships. It's not something that was taught to us. It's not something that was someone expressed that was meaningful, and we didn't value that piece. So when you went, it sounds like when you went to AmeriCorps, you actually had a transformational like within your mindset and how you view relationships and the value in relationships. Because like I always say, and people always say, our OGs and our big homies say, your net work is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you attracted to indirectly, is definitely how can I say it? If it's 9 broke people, you're gonna be the 10th one. So if we be honest, we understand how that works. But great point there, AmeriCorps. I think I remember that. I think I remember that endeavor. I think I remember you doing your first speech, and I remember you saying, "Hey, here's $20. Who wants $20?" Everybody sat still, and then specifically one person got up and walked to you and actually collected the $20, and then that's when you actually started your speech. So I remember those small things, man. I remember you was crushing it, man. You was very passionate about helping Black and brown people in the community and different things of that nature. So appreciate you sharing that. I'm sorry. What's your third one there, brother?
My third one is don't be afraid to ask for help. And that was that's one of number three is one of my big ones, because I was always afraid to say I needed help with something, or I always thought I could figure it out on my own after. Oh, matter of fact, like most people don't know that in like I was supposed to graduate in 2008 with my class. I didn't get a chance to graduate because I had a hard time passing my math portion of my Ohio graduation test.
Oh, the proficiency test.
Yeah, well,
That
it
was,
was.
that was my time proficiency test. I remember that. Hey, we had a lot of people like that in our school who couldn't pass math and reading and stuff like that. We ain't gonna go into that. But go ahead, tell me about that.
But the last time I took it, it was I think it was like a month. It was like a month and a half before graduation, and I think I got like a 410, and the passing score was either a 415 or a 420. I'm not sure which one it was. And then I never forget the feeling of the guidance counselor coming to me telling me that I wasn't be able to walk with my class. I was like, man. Long story short, that's when I had moved down here to Dayton with you, and I asked you, did you know of any programs or any learning centers down there that can help me with my math portion? And that's when you led me to the what was that? The Dayton Urban League.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We made that connection immediately, man. But I would say the part that was mission critical that you didn't really mention is that when you learn from that failure, your bounce back. And when I say bounce back, a lot of people deal with failure different ways. It may take them 2 years to actually get back on track. You actually stay motivated. Not only did you stay motivated, you said, hey, man, I need to talk to you. Okay, now I'm gonna move down. I'm gonna just go in a whole different environment. I don't know nothing about Southern Ohio. Let me check it out. You came down there, you was very receptive to everything. And not only that, taking you to the Urban League and you staying consistent and studying for that piece, I was really excited to actually see you pass that portion of it and actually go to college right after that. Like you was on the roll, you was crushing it.
It was like one of those it goes back to step number two. I had a plan. I was like, okay, so if I'm not succeeding in this environment, maybe I need a new environment and some help elsewhere.
Absolutely.
To get things right, to get things on the right track.
Absolutely. So do you, before you go to your next step, your fourth step there, do you think the failure itself propelled you, to the next level? And when I say next level, meaning, okay, here's my plan. My plan didn't go as planned right now. I failed that portion, but now I need to modify or tweak your plan. Like you said, I need to modify or tweak my plan. I didn't hit this specific goal or this milestone. But do you think purposely that when you failed that exam, it actually put you in a different mindset? Because it sounds like, because I know at one point you was in Youngstown kind of just hanging out, chilling, and kind of was just there. It wasn't no, I don't know how to put it, man. You were just there,
right.
doing stuff out of character, different things of that nature. So do you think that changed that mindset? You had that transformational point, like that transformation at that point, hearing those results?
Yeah, it kind of brought me into reality, like, all right, look, you ain't about, like, for me, graduation was big.
Right.
Especially from high school. Not many people in our family, you know what I'm saying, graduate in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was the first person to graduate from college.
Yeah, great point. Great point there.
So that, like, all right, dang, I can't walk. I ain't go, like, I was lost for words, and all I could think about is, all right, what can I do now to help me to never feel like this again?
Ooh. Okay, so you took that pain and used it.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I couldn't sit around and mope and complain and blame nobody but myself for not asking for help. Mm. Like, I feel like if I would have asked for help before the last time taking it, I would have passed it. But it was a learning experience for me.
Absolutely. I appreciate you sharing that, because I know that was tough.
Oh yeah. It definitely was. I was a little ashamed to say it, but I'm like, I'm a dog now. I don't matter.
Absolutely, you have to share it, and that's why we have these type of conversations, man. That way, people can attach themselves to the stories of this nature, and possibly, as it relates to you, they may reach out to you and say, "Hey, man, I understand that you overcame this obstacle. Can you tell me specifically, like, did you read a book? Did you run more? Did you work out? Because I know you work out. Health is wealth with you, like most definitely so. Like like you, that's second to none. money is 1A, health is 1B, or it might be vice versa. I know how you are, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. And then what I have, step number 4 is repeat positive affirmations to yourself daily. So like what I do in the morning, every morning when I wake up,
Talk to yourself.
talk to myself for a good yes. For a good 5 minutes. I repeat them, I say different ones.
Okay. But do you reply to yourself while you're looking in the mirror? Do you reply to yourself sometimes?
No. I just say I am happy. I am positive. I'm grateful for life. It's a lot.
A lot that you said.
It's a lot that I said.
I think I saw it before. I'm not sure if it was yours or Elena's. I did see a couple posters next to the mirror one time. I came over and visited and went to the restroom. So I understand.
Yeah, like at a point, like we both had them. We had them spread out through the house.
Through the house, absolutely.
So,
and I see it in the kitchen too on the board.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you, you guys are really specific, or like you guys are really serious about plans. I seen going grocery shopping on this day at 9:00. Be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't say be ready, but I know specifically, like, you guys have a schedule, you guys have time, and you guys are really serious about giving y'all time away. Like, y'all really serious about that, because you can't. That's one metric you cannot get back, which is time.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That was 4. Say 4 one more time for me. You say positive affirmation to yourself daily.
Daily.
Got it. Okay.
And then it's kind of a 2-parter. Is number 5 is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 mixed together. Is learning how to say no, and you realizing you can't help everybody.
Ooh.
So when you climbing the ladder of success, most people think you have like extra money or just extra money to lend out, which in most cases, like, you do, but like it's like, okay, what am I working hard for if I'ma just hand it out to you and you're not going to do anything to better yourself but to keep leeching off me?
Yeah, preaching.
And
saying no is a skill, man. A lot of people don't know how to say no. That is a learned skill, and I know personally that, like, when I got to a certain point in my life, I couldn't say no. I don't want to say I was a people pleaser, but when it comes to, like you said, climbing the corporate ladder, I used to say yes for everything because I wanted that raise, I wanted that bonus, or I wanted to be looked at as the individual, like, the go-to in the team, or different things of that nature. I thought it was going to lead to some more success, but no, people will use you. And especially when it comes to loans, I have no problem giving out loans, but in my mind, 2 things pop up. One is, if I actually give this money to this person as a one-time ordeal, okay, I know I'm gonna get my money back. Or if I get if I give this person this money, I know I can't get it back, or it's gonna put them more in debt because they can't afford it. So specifically, I learned to say no. Yes, I have it. People count people's pockets, even with yourself. Yes, I have it, but saying no was a skill that I didn't understand early on, and I was passing out money like Christmas, man. Like, speaking of that holiday, we don't celebrate, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, brother.
Yeah.
And then, like, the second half is like realizing that you can't help everyone. With that is like people only want to help themselves when it's relevant for them to do so.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll give you an example. It's like, so if I give you, if you say, hey brother, I need $100,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, brother, I ain't got it, and you be like, oh well, you gave it to such and such, and I know they not gonna pay you back, but I will pay you back. But I'm like, I know her situation is different from yours.
Yeah,
You have money. You have spare money to do what you need to do, but you buy other things with it. Like, not, you buy your wants instead of your needs.
absolutely, absolutely. I get it. A lot of people don't. What do they call it? Paycheck to Monday. A lot of people live
Oh,
paycheck to Monday, and then they turn around and expect you to be their savior. And
there you go.
that's 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 the majority of the population here in the States. You know, a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck or paycheck to Monday, and it's nothing wrong with that lifestyle. You know, it works best for them. But for me, like you said, I have to have a system. I have to have a plan. And if I
Mhm.
give you money and I know it's not being used in a way where you're not elevating or ascending to the next level, I have a hard time investing in you because I know you're going to use the money. And I'll let's give an example like ourselves. Like, for example, I know you may say, hey Manny, what's up, man? Send me 300. I don't ask why, what it's for. I just be like, what's the cash app again? You know what I mean? I just send the money and I know you send it back and with interest. You be like, here you go, Manny, it's back. But at the same time, when other people ask me for stuff, it's more like I really can't explain it, man, because you know they're not investing in themselves. Like, they may be doing something for themselves in order to cope with life, no matter if it's
Mhm.
alcohol, drugs, or just going on some kind of excursion so they can look like they balling. Me,
Right.
you know, I I can't support that, and if I know that up front, it's hard for me to say yeah or nay. But I know people figured out a way around that. They'll go right to my wife, like, hey, yeah,
Yeah.
let me talk to you. But yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. If it's if it's important to someone, it you know they may not get it done. But if it's a must, you know, it becomes more of an urgency, or you know someone is motivated to actually do different things, man. So when it comes to investing in people, I have no problem. And you know, my students hit me up all the time, like, Mr. Thomas, I can't do this, I can't do that. You know, and I cash out them some money or quick pay them. Usually I do quick pay, man, because I don't trust that cash app stuff, man. Like, but anyway, I digress. The point is, I don't mind investing like small things if I know, you know, you short on buying this book, I'll purchase this for you. But if it's something where you look into, you know, I had several students reach out to me and see them on Snapchat next day, or same day, excuse me, smoking. So I know my money went to. I was like, oh man, he did me like that. I
Man,
ain't
like
judging you, man. I ain't judging you, but still, that's how you. that's,
that.
that's how you did me, brother. That's how you did me. But what was the second part? What was the second part to that again? One more time, because I know the first part, but what was the second part again?
uh, Knowing that you can't help everyone.
Yeah, that's important. That's important, man. That is important, man. One thing I do want to point out is the podcast, Money from Your Couch. That changed my life. I'm gonna make sure that I put that information in the description. I also want to put a um, description to your, not a description, but your affiliate when it comes to your Robinhood account. I want to make sure I put that in there for you. I
Okay.
also want to make sure I put in your affiliate link for your Fundrise as well, just in case people want to get started. And I'm pretty
Nah,
sure.
man, you can put yours, man. This your platform, man.
Whoa, whoa, no, it's not.
I'm a guest. I'm a guest, man. I'm a guest, brother.
I understand that, brother. Like right now, you being too kind, man. But this is about
Oh my.
you actually changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And you are the expert. And I have experience over it. I only been doing it for a year. I showed my Fundrise account. I showed mine, and you can see where I'm at. But I know you've been doing this for some time. You actually have crypto links, different things of that nature. And I'm sure people will reach out to you. So I'm definitely going to share your contact information as it relates to your email. I'll make sure I share your IG as well. And I'll make sure that I share your Facebook. That way people have different avenues of, you know, catching up to you or connecting with you in general. Is there any last sentiments that you want to, you know, share before you actually, jump off?
Nah, man, I appreciate you having me, man.
Nah, I appreciate your time, brother. I appreciate your time. This is well overdue, man. I said,
Yeah, I've been
family edition. I got to start with my brother.
I know I've been procrastinating, bro, man. My fault, man. It took me a while, man.
Oh, no, it's
I
fine.
was
It's fine, man.
busy with a few things.
It's fine, man. I totally appreciate your time. Overall, like I said, I'll get that information out, and I'll connect with you so I can get that put in the description. And anybody who have any questions or concerns, feel free to ask questions in the comments, or you can just reach out to him personally. My brother is very, very, as you can see, he's very passionate in what he actually do, and he's more so interested in helping people get to that next level as they matriculate through life. And as you ascend to that next level, we want to make sure that we provide some kind of avenue for you. So even if my brother and I don't know, we'll definitely find someone within the network to actually connect you, no matter if it's credit, financial literacy, getting into the workforce, coming home, getting into the workforce, whatever it may be. We'll definitely provide that avenue for you. But I really appreciate you all checking in. Again, I'll have that contact information in the description. But outside of that, appreciate y'all checking in. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you for your time.